Even laying back, my camera's... Ah. You got your thing to work? Oh, that's good. Well, it's not cut off as bad. Ow! I don't know why I'm wearing shorts. I don't like showing off my legs. There we go, that's better. Ow! Honey, you're in the way. Hi, welcome back to Jolty Place. Oh, I forgot to put the camera down. I'm all trying to spin in a circle with my character, and it made the camera thing move around really fast. Ow. Oof. Hi. Can I help you, sir? Do you need something? Honey. Can I help you, sir? You weren't up there until I actually turned the camera on. And then you decided to get up on there. Why? Why do you always wait until I put the camera on? Come here. Come here and show off your pretty face. Honey. If I have to read anything, you're gonna be in the way. Wait. Oh, I do have 19 of those left. I need to go see what I can buy with these 19 solutions. Honey. Honey. In the way, sir. Come here, show off your pretty face. You want some milk? Want some milk? Probably not. Want some milk? If he ever drinks milk, it's usually just a liquor too. He's not really that big into milk. He prefers mango juice. If anything, he'll drink a good mango pineapple orange juice as like one of his favorite things to drink. Sir, the whole beginning of this video is me talking to you. You're in the way. I can't read around you. And there goes my chocobo. There goes my chocobo. Come here. Honey. Maybe. Where did that go? Did I put my... I mean, French toast sounds better in a coffee than unicorn. Through it. It's in the hallway. It's your favorite hair tie. Go get it. I know you heard that. Go get it. You just want to sit there? You just want to sit there and annoy mommy? Hi. Are you pretty? Yeah. Come here. I keep pointing at him, and he keeps pointing his nose at my finger. Boop! Did I boop the floof? Rawr! Did I boop the floof? Your tail's going a mile a minute. Why do you wait until I start my videos to get in the way? Huh? Where did that... Where did that... That's not it. Where did that back scratcher thing go that Daddy gave me the other day go? I didn't even open it. Where did it go? Bug came over and she rearranged stuff around my chair. Now I can't find anything. Oh, no, I found it. That got its attention. It's plastic. It's plastic. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Yassilani Station, but from the state of it, I'd swear it was abandoned years ago. I'm not sure what to make of this. We should look around a bit more. Okay. Hey, look, my crab. You know what Soft Soft's not doing? Soft Soft's not helping her. Jolt's on her main. Building is a rotting husk. It has clearly been many years since anyone lived here. I don't know. I told you I'd stream today. I am being a good Jolty. Tracks are heavily rusted. It would seem they haven't been tended for a while. On the train table, the layers of rust suggest it hasn't been used. I did already attend this, right? Right. Ah, there she is. Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you all to take a look at this. It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Zuralja's domain, Brian. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? So all evidence suggests this is Yassilani Station. Aye, and I've no doubt we're in Yassilani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say time flows differently here. Is such a thing even possible? What? Sob, sob. We have encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects, they are similar to one another, but in others wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While ours passes in one, years may have come and gone in another. But if this is Ysulani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions. But if Erenville says this is Ysulani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Erenville. Oh, yes, it's a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next, then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. May I be of assistance? It's still functioning? It doesn't seem to be hostile at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. Seems it's broken after all. 2 strength by half. Let's leave it be and get going. Okay. Are those lightning rods? Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. Okay. Where did you go, my friend? I want to fly. Look there, the lightning appears to be drawn to those bowl-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning. Let's go and take a closer look. Meow? This material appears to be the same as that used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes. These, I suspect, they're not merely decorative. I would posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with the Ishtrava. For a blessing, the Jolty doesn't appear to interfere with Linkfur. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Okay. What in the world?
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolja has told me a great deal about you.
Sorolja?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria. I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Sorolja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Then you are both behind the attack on Tuliyola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Sorolja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Sorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the Queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasolani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I love you.
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barriers surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the First. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tuliolol?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful. If you would follow me.
Take it there will be trouble in the Raja. Here's of this. Isn't it a little odd for the queen to be walking about on her lonesome? Probably trouble.
Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course. But you do strike me as the most capable here.
Boy, she doesn't mince words, does she? I like her dress. It's pretty. I just met Safine? Safine? The queen? The queen of reason? You know who I'm talking about, Sovereign. You've gone past this. Are you an owl now? I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? Anyway, you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, proclaiming herself a queen is suspicious. Okay. Okay, so. I'm still missing the gloves and headpiece for this outfit. Well, having established that we should be wary, we can use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Spain as well. Okay. I wanna fly! I was in a cutscene when you joined. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tudal? They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Turali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing, but the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. Electro what? Electrope. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. Last time I was on, I already went through and got all the acre currents and the teleporters, right? I think this is... Heritage found. Okay, yeah, there should be 3 here. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's all.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Catogne, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Oh, where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Oh my god, Sovereign, shut up. I know she's barking. It's because Walmart's here. Oh my god, Sovereign, shut up. Oh, I forgot to grab your puff corn, didn't I? Yeah. Ah. He wants you to what? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to grab that for you when I was in. Oh, that feels nice. I like that heater. Sorry, folks. Give me a second. I gotta put the groceries away.
Which one you want to try?
I don't know. I mean, French toast sounds more intriguing than unicorn. Well, let's start with French toast and go from there.
So keeping both out?
I guess? I think sometimes you do. That looks like the rest of that snack. It's kind of rainy outside. I don't know. This other bread looks like it's fine. I don't think I ever opened it. Yeah, I don't know. This other bread looks okay. But it's also like over a month old. I'll throw this half one away.
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa.
Oh, yeah.
Kafkiwa. I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Ooh, it's a little strong. It's not bad.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Did you want to drink more of that? Okay.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Pepone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy, when Zoraljar's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
"30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is a piece of another reflection?
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sphene, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
She's so cheerful.
Ma'am, please. You needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine, and that's enough for me.
Hi, Soft Soft. Electro has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and they did not want to force ours upon them. We went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication with respect is not an issue, but the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. The course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Tiroli have learned a great deal from one another, and I am sure there is much you wish to learn us about. So please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Yeah. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yuppie's Hello it is called. You can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yuppie's Hello. Okay. So 30 years have passed. Wow. That's a lot of time. And this time, instead of it being their spirits, their whole bodies. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusha, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in Megaran farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen's to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here? You know me too well, Mahusha. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. 'Twould appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. Okay. You go on ahead, I'll keep Sphene company. Okay. Don't misunderstand, I am not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wukamat's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Okay. I like how glowy her dress is. Can I have a dress like that? I want a glowy dress like that. It's pretty. It's buffalo. It's buffalo. Oh, it's one of those guys. The buffalo. Sop's already way past this part. I mean, he can already fly here. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... You wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Yeah? I mean, you're not wrong there. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site, then? Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. I wonder how the others farm. Dodos! They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. Is that true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria, but setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Yippie's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Okay. Hi, Chop Chop. Bye, Chop Chop. I swear I still need the gloves and the headpiece for this. Yeah, 96. 96. So yeah, I don't have the gloves for this. Yeah, these are 70. So yeah, I don't know where... I don't have the hat for this yet. And I don't have the gloves for this yet. So I still have 2 pieces of armor that I need to get. Kind of look like potatoes. Potatoes. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers? Then let us return to Mahusa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. The electrode is quite impressive. So it was the electrode that caught your eye. That's only natural. I suppose if you come from a place without it. Still, you only seem mildly impressed. This leads me to believe you have experience with even more marvelous technology. I'd love to hear your tales one day. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamachi? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed that machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. We could take care of it if you'd like. That is most gracious of you to offer, but is much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of yourselves and Tuli all. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Jolteon is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I gratefully accept, but please take care. Take all care. Don't forget the all. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. How many do I have to kill? I love her dress. I really want that dress. Pretty dress. You okay if they're soft? Compatibility? Can you English right now? It doesn't sound like you can. I don't even have my beef stuff yet. Okay, I think it's dead. Well, I have another one I have to kill. Oh, it's down there. Ah, you're both all right. Thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course, I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zeralja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. That's enough, Mahusa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. Honey! Oh, it was you. I thought it was a cat. You seem a good sort, Sphene. That I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy Her Majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now, I believe we're done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Okay. What did Jolty get into? She's all itchy. I don't know. I'm not missing any. Head back to the outskirts. I didn't finish reading it before I hit the button. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. I missed one sentence. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be.
Daddy, I'm streaming.
That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
Daddy, I'm streaming.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait! Where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
Hello, viewer.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zeraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zeraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zeraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty.
I like her.
am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
I think that thing on his head made him forget. Why? Maybe to prevent people from getting sad at the loss of somebody? Just delete their memories of people who've passed? But then, if that's the case, how will they live on in their memories if they're no longer remembered? What's going on? How can Capone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at Aetherite. Yeah, how can they live on in memory if there's no memory? Their memory of them is up in the cloud? Sounds like... Yeah, I know, right? All your stuff gets saved on the cloud. I actually need to, like, empty everything off of my cloud. It's full and it won't hold anymore. I keep getting error messages saying, we can't store this on the cloud. But I don't know how to delete anything off of the cloud. It's fine. I'm not that worried about it. afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of help. I do recall caring for someone until recently. You say that it was a woman named Namika? While I can't say for certain if it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. So the person themselves has been brought to the cloud, not the memory of them. What's that? Do I know in Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and it's worked, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she'd spent time here, I would remember. Apparently not. So if you're taken up to this cloud, people forget about you, apparently. Yeah, don't spoil. No, it's spoil. You're dork. So you can change your race 4 times. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act, too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Tepona seemingly forgot, a light and a device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. Tastes kind of like cotton candy mixed with coffee. It's cereal? I guess it kind of tastes like Fruity Pebbles, maybe? I mean, it's okay. It's sweeter than this other one. This other one's kind of strong. No, it doesn't taste like circus peanuts. I like circus peanuts. I mean, that's not bad. It's... Maybe like a banana nut crunch. I don't know. Like a banana nut crunch. There was a cereal called, is it called Banana Nut Crunch? I don't remember. I guess I'll drink it. I'm gonna have so much coffee tonight, I'm gonna end up zonking early. Except Daddy doesn't like it when I zonk early. You'll be okay, honey. Your ADD's not gonna kick in and coffee's not gonna make you fall asleep. You're fine. Who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kakua instead. Steen said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. What is that? Oh, he's kind of cute. Gasp, impossible. Hmm? Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Wah! It's like a little robot bear TV thing. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Arendelle, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. It feels like I got into something I wasn't supposed to. I don't know if the coffee's making me itchy or not. It feels like I ate a whole bunch of pepper all of a sudden. I mean, I kind of had a bit of pepper with my lunch, but that wouldn't be affecting me now. I kind of really want to see if I can get up far enough here to make that square area up there go away. Okay, it's gone. Where is it? Here. Purple area over here. Is that the tower? Yeah, that's the tower. It seriously feels like I ate a whole bunch of pepper. My arms are itchy as all heck. They're riding a capybara! Wait, there's a capybara mount? I want a capybara mount. Where do you get that from? Don't tell me it's the Mog store. Okay. So is it one of the raids? It's from a dungeon though. I just asked if it was from a raid and you just said no. Huh? It's not a poop raid. I'm sorry. My friends are ding-dongs. But they like being called ding-dongs. I wonder if the normal people can't see the little dude. Found it. Went into a cave up here. To the northeast? Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Rawr! I got this! We can go! Let's go! Rawr! Sov's inching towards the mine. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap, but ready for a fight, everyone? I wonder if it's his mother that's in there. Well, then just shush. It's shush. Sovereign's already done this, and he's like dancing around spoiler territory. So I'm like, shush. I'll figure it out. I'm almost there. Just shush. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Sov's dancing. Mine? Erenvel seemed to recognize the little thing, though. It probably does have something to do with his mother. Oh, just shush. I'm in a cutscene now. Shush.
What is this?
Erenvel!
A trap?
It really is you! Huh?
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light. I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elderspiel!
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. What are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun bun?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elenesphere was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Elenesphere are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
Yeah. Huh? I don't know. Maybe you should get some was shoes. They're way better than is shoes.
Oh, you got me, partner.
I don't know. It's something I say. If you say you have issues, I say you gotta have was shoes because was shoes are way more comfortable than is shoes. I don't know. It's one of my witty witticisms. I usually get a bunch of funny looks when I say that, though. People don't understand. Is shoes. Issues. Was shoes. Was shoes. I don't know. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Let's hear what she has to say. Maybe this is how she escaped from the cloud?
Bucket. 2 peas in a bucket. You're not down with the Jolty instructions.
It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Valdesian, it's been a while since I heard that name. And I told you I was itchy. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this is just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. I don't know, maybe there was capsaicin in that apple. Maybe I'm allergic to cinnamon too. Because it was a apple cinnamon muffin that I ate. I am super itchy. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zeralja's ambitions for conquest. As leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see, whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is, as I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeral Jah. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro-technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls are a common resource and payment for services rendered. The Void Sent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Like it muddies your soul because you're combining other souls with it. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. So if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokhui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe the Tirali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wanted to help us stop Zeralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out.
Come with me.
I was talking to my husband. I was calling you cute, and Self said thank you. You're such a dork. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderguard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Is Strika accident prone? What are you doing here, and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you... Huh? I have no idea what that was. I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kikua said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Honey. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. That's a clue! We can use electric aspected magics against these things, and they'll be useless. Yeah! Electricity! Thunder types rule! Yeah! Okay, electric types. I don't know why I said thunder types. Because we use things like Thunderbolt. I don't know. These facilities are so vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any feats. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Okay. So, essentially, fight until a big guy appears? Eh? I'm not sure I understand. I suppose we should each slay what we can? Okay. How long have I been streaming? About 2 hours. We'll go slay whatever they want me to slay. And, oh, go away. You're not part of what I need to slay. We'll slay what they want me to slay, and then we'll end it, and I'll take a quick break, and then I'll start another episode. Oh, my legs are killing me. Ah, Sob, it's a big lightning dog. Oh, I don't know whatever I should do. Oh, it's already halfway down. Oh no, Sob. Oh god, it's actually cut me down halfway. Okay, I killed it. Oh, look, another one. My health is like super low. That's not good. Ow! 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 Ugh! Oh, good. That was close. That was super close. Knight of Alexandria. I don't have that title yet. Cutscene. Yeah, that was close. Jolty almost died. Oh, that's bull cow thing. This one will do nicely. Oh, she's a monk. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. I don't like to look at this. Let us help. Oh no. Look out! Ah! She's an Ellison. 12 preserve. She needs healing. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Like a berserk mode. Yeah, no, I noticed it turned red. Just like Zero Jaw. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, he kind of went into a berserk mode too. That's also a function of the regulator? I think I understand now how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. But I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. So what, she consumes extra souls to give herself a boost of power? And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of peoples and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of the beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you used the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea, different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. I have a feeling that Kryl is like an ancient princess from those times before the dome. Okay, before I continue with this story, I need to take a quick break. I need a break! I've been streaming for 2 hours. So yeah, stay crazy, have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shua did a great job. Honey came over to say hi. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!